then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I think many of us are confused by how this happened. Hajime, you were the first witness. Would you mind telling us how it happened?
Let's talk about how we had to split into two teams. Team Hospital and Team Motel because of the despair disease. Team Hospital consisted of Nagato and Ibuki who were infected, while me, Mikon, and Fuyuhiko were on the other team.
The other 5 who were on the motel team was myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending a night at the hospital was prohibited, so me and Hajime went back to the cottages.
The day of the incident, Mikon told me that Nagato had recovered. Then Fuyuhiko and I made her sleep in an on-call room because she hadn't gotten any sleep the night before. Then, I saw a notification on the monitor, well before the scheduled time. When I opened it up, I saw a video of someone climbing up a ladder. They were in a hospital gown and had a hemp bag on their head. They then proceeded to hang themselves. I rushed over to the music venue, the place where the signal was coming from.
Hajime then came to me and explained what had happened. Claiming that it was Mikon and Fuyuhiko.
I then counted all the people at the hospital. Then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Then I bumped into Fuyuhiko and pleaded with him to help me find Ibuki.
As soon as I heard from them that Ibuki was missing, I could guess that Ibuki was the one wearing the hemp bag, so I led them to the music venue.
For some reason we couldn't open the door. All 4 of us had to push to get it open. Then we didn't just find Ibuki's body, we also found Hyoko's.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement twice.
That sounds very suspicious.
What do you mean?
I mean, you are the first one to have seen the body, and your story is very suspicious. So, Hajime, prove to us that you aren't the killer.
Well, of course I'm not the killer. I wouldn't even be able to.
I already knew that. There's no way he could have killed them, due to the fact of the movie and how there's no way you could have imitated it until you had watched it. His movie ticket was after the incident.
There's a clear issue with this case. The issue that Hajime went to the music venue, and then the next time he came back, Hyoko was also dead.
I was gone for about 10 minutes.
That's why they made it a closed room murder, to stall us from coming in. Which means the killer must have already been inside. Which makes the only people without an alibi, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me?
Hold on. There is a possibility that the room was locked from the outside. There was a semi-transparent glob of something attached to the venue door. That must have been what they used. That's it. It must have been glue.
I can confirm that. When I put it in my mouth, the moment I tasted it, it was definitely glue.
Glue even edible?
That glue was only applied where the doors touched. That means they could have only placed it from the outside.
But if you stuck glue between it, wouldn't it be easier to break down the door?
First of all, I don't think that really matters. But that drumstick we found, wasn't it strangely placed? I think it's extremely obvious that the killer placed it there as a diversion.
So in the 10 minutes that Hajime was gone, the killer murdered Hyoko and created a closed space?
But they must have taped her up after killing her?
Oh, what fast work for a slowpoke like me.
If they didn't do it while Hajime was gone, then they must have done it before that. It's possible that Hyoko was killed before that.
But how would they manage to tape her up in just 10 minutes?
They wouldn't have to.
That is true. We did find the pillar's wallpaper in a room behind the pillar, and it did seem ripped. Could Hyoko's body have already been taped up? They could have concealed it like that.
It would be extremely hard to rip the paper after Hajime came in. I would say that is what happened. This is where imitation murders come in.
Ibuki's death matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Hyogo's death, being picked up after being killed, also matches the lion's death.
Why did the killer go through all this trouble in the first place?
The reason they imitated it was so they make us confuse the killing order.
Does that mean Hyogo was killed before Ibuki?
That's impossible.
Possibly. Ibuki's condition gives us some clues. Before Ibuki hung herself, she would have been standing. Ibuki was still standing when Hyogo was killed. That would mean that Hyogo was killed before Ibuki.
If Ibuki's feet were on the floor, was there any sign that she stepped on something?
And if it's Hyoko's blood, that means Ibuki was alive when Hyoko was killed.
If that's so, what about Mikan's autopsy? Couldn't it be messed up because of the heaters? That's right. I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
And it wasn't even mentioned in the Monokuma file, just to mess with us.
Then it's confirmed. Hyoko's death was before Ibuki's.
I have one question. If Ibuki did not commit suicide, then what was that video that Hajime saw? You said that Ibuki willingly went up. Does that mean she was forced under the despair disease?
Was the video even real? That surveillance camera did not have a record function.
Then the video that Hajime saw was actually live?
I saw the video before the morning announcement and found her body just after.
So that means we have to find out who didn't have an alibi during that time.
But none of us have alibis.
Actually, some of us do. Me and Mikan both have alibis.
Can we mention that the imitation was half-assed?
That is right. The imitation of the lion's death was with arrows, not duct tape. What's the point of going through all the trouble to imitate it and not carry through with Hyoko? My point is, Hyoko's death was not planned. There are many other strange details, like why did Hyoko go to the music venue in the first place?
She must have gone on her own free will. The motel room keys, everyone had a separate one.
Actually, there may be a reason she went out. As pointed out in the last class trial, she couldn't tie her kimono by herself. When I found her, she was struggling to put it on. I may be responsible for her death, but I told her that there was a full-length mirror in the music venue.
Then the killer must not have known that Hyoko was going to go to the music venue.
Why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that she must have walked in on it, and then the killer had to kill her as well.
Let's go back to the blood on the bottom of Ibuki's slippers. If there's blood on the bottom of her slippers, why is there none on the step stool? Also, in the video, there were no bloodstains on the right side of the ladder.
That means that two separate ladders must have been used.
That's right. The video I saw was filmed in a different location.
But that makes no sense.
The only room that could have been made to look like a music venue is the conference room in the hospital.
How?
You could have hung up the curtains in the music venue, and then closed the curtains in the conference room. They'd be almost identical.
That means Ibuki was killed in the conference room?
No. Right after seeing the video, Hajime found Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That means that someone other than Ibuki must have set up the camera and then recorded themselves walking up. They must have put on the gown and the slippers to make it look like it. That's why they had the head bag, most likely, after Ibuki had already been killed.
That's why the video cut out right before they reached the rope. That means the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Are you saying you know who the culprit is?
Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the one who killed Ibuki and Hyoko?
Haha, I'm the killer? What is this? A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's way out of the question.
You're the only one who could have taken that video in the conference room.
Please, wait a second. What? What are you saying? I'm a killer? That's impossible. I couldn't kill someone.
Hajime, do you really believe someone like that could be the killer?
Hajime, do you really hate me that much?
Wait, Hajime, you may be correct. If you look up at the rope that was used for hanging Ibuki, there's a fray. Is it possible it was used for choking her? Which would mean Mikan is the one who did the autopsy. Am I correct? She led us into a trap.
You told us the wrong cause of death, Mikan. You lied.
Yeah. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Is that all you can say? You really are just a bunch of bullies. Everyone always treats me like that. It's all her fault. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. No fair. No fair. No fair. No fair. No fair. Why won't anyone forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself. Why won't anyone forgive me? What's suspicious? The handbag? The body type? The camera angle? It wasn't me.
Now, there it is.
If you aren't the killer, Mikan, then how did you know the camera angle? I was the only one who saw it.
You lied, didn't you?
Forgive me! Huh? I was wrong. No, that's not it at all. I mean, it's impossible.
Mikan, your argument is already over. Isn't that right, Mikan? That crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. This feeling of despair.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Say something! Don't just laugh!
She's nothing like Miko. She's actually gone mental.
This isn't like Mikan. She must have gotten the despair disease. Think!
Then the reason Mikan...
There's no way I can forgive this. Killing someone for despair and not for hope?
For the sake of despair. That is completely wrong. What I did was for the sake of my beloved. If only they were still alive, they would be so happy. They were the only person that accepted me and valued me. But you know, this is what love is about.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Anyways, Monokuma, isn't it time to start now? Now it's finally over. I can go to my beloved who always forgives me.